So the next is dynamic page stitching. So if you're running something like a e-commerce website, which is the example here, you might have the user's name in the top. You might have their cart total. You might have tons of different personal information. So the problem is if you cache that personal information once, every user is going to get the same personal information, which is not great because that's a security risk among other things. So what you can do with Varnish is that you can say, hey, cache this part of the page separately per like a user. So then we can still cache the like huge like main part as a separate piece, and then have the backend only build that personalized part once for each user. And then let's say the user changes their name or they update their cart. You can just purge out of the cache just that smaller piece of the page, not the in a type part of the page. So there are a couple ways to do dynamic page stitching with Varnish. The first is ESI. So that stands for edge side includes. And that's something you would have those tags, your backend serve those tags, and then Varnish would do the stitching. One of the differences between open source and enterprise is that open source does the stitching one by one. So if you have multiple fragments, it's the way for the first one to be done, and then do the next one, and then the next one. Varnish enterprise does them all at once. So if you have multiple, they're all started at the same time. So the second way is Varnish can actually pull out the parts of the pages itself and then store them as a separate without you making any changes on the back end. And this is useful if you're not as a technical savvy company and you're using some type of pre-built solution or a platform for your website.